Much like Bam Bam, another guy who fought most recently just a couple months ago in this same O2 arena. We got Lerone Murphy making his return against Joshua Culibao. And Lerone Murphy, when he fought most recently, he picked up the win over Gabriel Santos. And Santos was off the street, short notice. And most people in the arena thought that Lerone Murphy probably lost that fight. So it might have been some friendly split decision hometown judging for Lerone in that one. But it essentially kept his near undefeated record intact. And this guy does have some sick wins. I mean, Makwan Amirkhani, we can't forget how he absolutely slept him with that brutal knee. And Douglas Silva de Andrade is kind of a win that is pretty nice. I mean, Douglas Silva always gives tough fights. So he has that split draw to Zubair Tukhugov. But other than that, it's been all wins for Lerone Murphy. And he was originally last March supposed to fight against Nathaniel Wood, who is near the top of this card, whereas Murphy's still chilling on the prelims. So it's an interesting matchup against Culibao, who is kind of peaking. I mean, his only loss is to Jalen Turner in his UFC debut, and that's Jalen Turner, who is a top 15 guy and a tough out for any of these dudes in the division. So it's been pretty impressive for Culibao thus far. Smoked Sungwoo Choi, beat Shailin Nurdimbeke, and then most recently picked up that finish over Melsik Bagdasaryan, who just got a nice win last weekend. And in that fight, Culibao was kind of getting peppered a little bit, but he saw his opportunity, he seized on it, and he got that second round submission. So the guy has that killer instinct, and maybe it's something he'll be able to deploy in this one against Lerone Murphy. So who are you going with, Meatboy? You can take the hometown kid, favorable judging coming again, or is Josh Culibao going to have his coming out party at the O2?
This is such a great fight. A tough one for both these guys. Murphy undefeated still, sharp hometown, so he'll probably have the edge. But man, do I love Culibao as a dog. So I am riding Culibao. I think he gets a KO or a submission early and often, maybe second or third round, but I'm praying for the first. I could see this fight being fireworks. Murphy's just going to try to survive and point win, while Culibao is going to be flowing and floating and way faster, I think. This is a true levels test, in my opinion, for Murphy. Murphy's fought a bunch of potato cans, and I think Culibao will be a big levels test, and I love seeing that he's a dog. So I'm riding with Culibao for sure.
Yeah, good stuff. And the measurables are pretty consistent, right? The height's the same, the reach is the same. You just wonder if the dog factor is not the same, because Culibao just seems like a guy who's always down to dig deep and is unafraid to just rely on his grit, so to speak. And I want to see what Lerone Murphy, when sort of dealing with some serious adversity, and a guy who is as talented as him, I want to see what that looks like for him. But nonetheless, Meat Boy Tapology is kind of bullish on Lerone Murphy. 80% is rolling with him. It's basically all beige, so they anticipate a snoozer-type point decision for him as well. But 20%, meanwhile, is rolling Josh Culibao. Are you at all surprised by the Tapology? 80% pretty bullish, or does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising to me to see Tapology so high on Murphy, because it's like, are you guys casuals? Have you not seen Culibao on how good he is? Like, I would assume that this would be one of those, DraftKings has it wrong, but the sweaty Tapologies have it right, and clearly they're on DraftKings side and they don't have it right on this one. So I'm kind of surprised on that, but I think Culibao honestly should get this done, and it's like, shouldn't be a surprise. Like, that's how well I think he'll get it done.
Yeah, good stuff. The Timmies for sure at Tapology are rolling with Lerone Murphy, but I'm with you all the way, Meat Boy. I think Culibao is going to be able to get this one done. I just think, I don't know, Lerone Murphy, he barely snuck by Gabriel Santos, and no disrespect to Gabriel Santos, but I think Josh Culibao would probably smoke him, and that Santos fight, again, most people thought he won that fight, so Murphy emerged with the split, and perhaps he's able to do so again in the same arena with the same judges. But if this becomes a dogfight, I like your ideas. I think that Josh Culibao can get this one done. Lastly, me, any chance Culibao wins a decision, or do you think that if he does win this, it's by finish?
I think he can win by decision. I think very easily he can win by decision, but I'm hoping for a finish, and I could totally see a finish. That's where I'm very surprised to see Culibao very low percentage on any type of finish. It's majority decision. I don't know. I just think this is going to be a finish for him on this one in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, he's a finisher. We haven't seen Murphy yet succumb to a finish, but maybe our boy Kulibao's the first one to do it. So Meat Boy is rolling with Josh Culibao. Your boy is rolling with Cooler Boy as well. So let us know down below if you're rolling with Josh Culibao or if you're going to be a Tapology Timmy and roll with Lerone Murphy.